What's up, guys? It's your boy. Welcome to the channel. On this channel we talk about hot shot core hauling, how to be successful and how to make it work. You're also going to get tips and tricks on hot shot car hauling and hot shot trucking, but most of all, you will not get the small-mindedness of people around the world. So if that's something you're interested in, like, share, subscribe, hit that ding ding. Now let's roll on into the video. What's up, guys? It's your boy Hotshot coming back with another video. This video, it's more talk on the Ram 5500, but on this one we're going to talk about the setup. We're going to talk about why I set it up the way I did, where I have what I have, where I got what I got, you know, and all that good stuff. So obviously the Rams don't sit there all the time, but they are there because I had to park my trailer somewhere and I could not find the lock. So let's start with in the truck how I have this set up. So this is my CB mount, bolts down to the seat. I can put my tablet here, my GoPro or my Garmin there. You know, and I put my computer here, but I usually don't leave it up while it's open. And right now, this thing's just kind of a mess because I'm going through it and not really using it. But, you know, I've got this set up pretty nicely for my workstation. And got a decent amount of room. And then I have my bed here, as I've mentioned in previous videos. Gives me 12 inches of storage under here so I can... Oh, how much is that worth? And I can do my bins and put my clothes bags and stuff like that under here. This is very valuable if, you know, you can manage to keep it. Now, I'm going to have to reduce that a little bit because I'm a little big for this here. But I can sleep a lot more comfortably because my pillow comes back onto here. And my head essentially can go to the window and my feet the same way. But I cannot put my seat back as far as I'd like to. And also with the headroom. So I will be lowering that a little bit. But all I did is I just made a 2x4 frame. This here is a twin mattress from Walmart that I took out of the... let me see if I can show you. See, there's this cover here, but that you can take it out of. I took that out and I cut it down to make it fit my bed. Works great. Now, this is definitely different. So, in my other truck, you know, I had toolboxes and, you know, I had a lot more storage area. Not as much as I have now, but when I got this truck, I had nothing really. You know, and that... Unfortunately, Sun Country does not put enough toolboxes on their trailer. My only downfall about Sun Country. So, I had this made up. Good buddy of mine, Big Bo, made up these mounts here for me to put this on. So, I have two side mount toolboxes right here. I think they were 90 bucks a piece. Then this military grade tank that can be made for side mount or to go this way. I did it this way. I was going to side mount it, but there's just not enough room and it would have stuck out past here, which is unacceptable. So we mounted all that in there, and what he did is, you can see the rubber. This here actually clamps this in place and with the rubber. Now if you didn't have the rubber in there, you would have problems, obviously. So then we put the toolbox on top of that. So I have one big toolbox that I can keep all my stuff in. My fuel tank, this is 87 gallons is what it holds. It's 493, but they say don't go over, I think, 90%, and that's 87 gallons. I guess that's how it breaks up. But I know that's what I can put in there. And then the two side boxes. On this side here, yeah, I keep just like my power tools and stuff like that. And on the other side is my grub. Then I have this tank here, reefer tank, which y'all know from the other truck. It's 45 gallons. I was not planning on keeping this tank, but the more and more I talk to people, the more they talk me into it. And then I didn't think I was going to like the look, but it's really not that bad. It looks, you know, I've had a lot of guys say that it does look, you know, professional, just with everything going on. I wish it was more sleek, but there's only so much we can do, you know. So what I did here is these fittings. This is not a gravity feed by definition, but it is a gravity feed by mine and your thought process. I will explain that in a minute. So this gravity pulls it down. It goes around through there and then goes up into here. I need to redo that hose, but it's working all right for now. But now the reason it's not a gravity feed is because of this right here. There's a valve on it. And there's actually, as you've seen, a valve right there. So a gravity feed, by definition, has no valve and no shutoff. That makes it illegal. So in their definition, you cannot have a gravity feed. But as long as you have a valve or some kind of shutoff on this system, it is 100% legal. And now, because this plumbs into the fuel tank, which is back here, and it's 53 gallons, it is legal, and there is no limit on the size of fuel you can have. If it's just a tank sitting back here with a pump, now you have your limits. So that's the fuel. That's how we did it. I have a filter coming out of that tank. I need to get one on this one. And now, all right, guys, so that is the fifth wheel setup right there. It's off a semi. I believe this one is a Holland. I believe. Don't quote me to it. So if somebody knows it better than me, and you're like, nope, 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 you're wrong, you're probably right. So that's the fifth wheel. Took it off a semi. Got it bolted onto the truck. And then we just put the mounts here for these fenders. This stuff's got to come off today probably. And then we put mounts, you know, coming out of the shock mount, and got them put on. So I like the look it's starting to take. We're gonna get those lights put on very soon, but it is very efficient for me now. I like the way it's working. I can go a full day, you know, without stopping. Stop either at night or in the morning once a day. I usually do it when I pull in at night, and you know, then we just do it every night. So, but really it depends on how I start my trip, on when I stop and don't stop, you know. But this is great because with the price of fuel moving right now, I got I think the fuel in there right now is $1.78 a gallon. So this is the walk around on my Ram 5500 ultimate hotshot setup. And I don't mean hotshot setup as, I don't mean ultimate as creature comfort. I mean workability, efficiency, and getting it done. Like I like to be comfortable, but I don't know about you, man, but when I get too comfortable, I get lazy. I don't want to get up out of bed. So, you know, I try to keep a, you know, perfect balance. But my man Chris, big shout out to you, talked me into, him and Dixie actually, talked me into that Hot Logic Mini. I love that thing, so now I'm working on getting a refrigerator. Hopefully this time we'll get a refrigerator while we're home, but we'll see, because it's pretty crazy out here. But, so that's the setup of the truck. That's the tanks, the toolboxes. You can do something like this with any, you know, toolbox or any tanks, toolbox. Just got to have your, just have creative. You just got to be creative. There we go, creative. So, all right, guys, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't checked it out, check out the podcast. The one up right now is just telling you what we're doing, what it's about, and all that good stuff. We've got big things coming. Check out the links in the description. You can go to Hotshot Dave for mentorship, for consultations. And guys, I'm sorry, but it's really hard for me to just call everybody that sends me an email, sends me a message. Like, it's really hard, so I had to streamline it, and that's why I'm trying to go through the website now. But yeah, so that's that for the day. Like, share, subscribe, hit that ding ding, and I will see you on Monday. Peace.